सभी को मेरा सादर जय जिनेंद्र। नाहर JBN महाकुंभ में आपका स्वागत है। And today we have, as we promised, that we have business icons here coming to Nahar JBN Mahakumbh and sharing their wisdom, their entrepreneurship, their inspiring stories. So friends, today we have such an exceptional, inspirational person with us, Mr. Anil Jain from Roop Polymers Limited, a proud member from Jito Gurugram chapter, a founder of the business empire which is run by the family of Roop Group. So Roop Group, let me introduce the Roop Group a little before we start our question answer round. With over 45 years of rich experience in automotive industry, RPL today is a world-class manufacturer of molded and extruded rubber and plastic parts for automotive OEMs around the globe. The group operates through 10 state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities which are strategically located near the OEM's customer base in Gurugram, Sona, IMT Manesar in Haryana, Pantnagar in Uttaranchal, Chennai, Goa, and Pune. To be innovative, profitable, and preferred automotive organization by creating the right environment for our most valuable asset, the human capital, while continuously striving to reduce our carbon footprint and proactively engage ourselves in CSR activity. That is the vision and mission of the group. And presently, Roop Group started from 7 employees. Now it employs more than 7,000 people. And the Roop Polymer Group employs 3,000 plus families and also support 1,200 suppliers, 200 plus buyers, and effectively, collectively creating an ecosystem of 15,000 plus people. And we are really glad and inspired to have Sri Anil Jain ji with us. So thank you, sir. Welcome to Nahar JBN Mahakumbh.
Thank you very much, Rishabh ji, for such an elaborated introduction.
So I'm really happy that you took your time from your busy time to.
No, sir, we are always available. You yourself is such a great personality. Everybody wants to, meet you, talk to you, and you have given this opportunity. So thank you very much once again. And सादर जय जिनेंद्र सभी को जो भी इस एपिसोड को या इस महाकुंभ को ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं उन सबको सादर जय जिनेंद्र। आपने बहुत elaborated introduction दी, but इसमें मैं थोड़ा सा ऐड कर दूं. Now we are not only into auto.
Yes.
We have added white good industries also in our portfolio.
Wonderful.
And very recently we have started one new project at Goa for white good industries only. Besides white good, we are also catering to generator manufacturer. Wonderful. Across India and world. Couple generator manufacturers. Anyways, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anil. So I think you are diversifying into a lot of new areas. लोग कहते हैं आपदा में प्रबंधन या आपदा में अवसर. तो आपने पेंडेमिक के समय में, in the time when everybody was shrinking, reducing their size, reducing their activity, for whatever reason, the future is uncertain. People are not looking beyond the wall. But you did a phenomenal job of adding a new facility. So I would like to know, and all my Jito members and the visitors and the exhibitors who are here right now in Nahar JBN Mahakumbh from 67 chapters of India and 26 chapters abroad, they would like to know, sir, as a manufacturing industry, digital looks like a completely non-aligned, because most of the manufacturer thought that ab kya kare. So how did you transform yourself?
So anyways, thank you very much for asking such a difficult question. Of course, everybody knows that 18 months were really very, very tough. But what I feel, it is up to us to decide whether it is an opportunity or it is a challenge. So we took this 18 months or 2 years as an opportunity also. And honestly, we did many good things in those 18 months or 2 years. Like one major opportunity, I can say, or our, achievement, which I would like to share with you is, we have started one project, one new plant for white good industries, which is a joint venture between we as Roop and a company from Techno, Turkish. It's a Turkish company. I tell you, Rishabh ji, it was really very, very tough to took that decision, but we decided, okay, let's try. And we discussed with Turkey guys that because of pandemic, it is not possible for us to go and search the land or building there. And if you are okay, then we will try that we should get something and decide something through virtual platform. They were little, surprised, but they said, okay, if you are confident, we can do that. Through virtual platform, we have identified a couple places in Goa through agents. They have shown those properties which we wanted to take on lease. Finally, we decided for one facility, which was 40,000 square feet in 2 sheds. So we were quite happy to have that, and we immediately, given go ahead to those guys. We said, okay, we are comfortable. We decided price and all that factor through Zoom only.
Wow.
One thing more I would like to tell here. We have hired people again through Zoom or through different platforms, through virtual only. And then we discussed with our partners how to decide for machinery. They said, likewise, we will decide machine also. So we decided for machines through virtual discussion only, and placed an order to some Indian manufacturer, some Taiwanese manufacturer, and some other manufacturers, and honestly got all those machines within a span of 3 to 4 months.
Wonderful.
Though we have started discussing on this project around 2.5 years back, when we reached to a conclusion, okay, we will do work together. But thereafter this pandemic came, and I asked, are you okay now? We will go for this. And they said, yes. So we decided for machinery. Then layout was also decided through virtual only. I told my guys to whom we have recruited for that plant, it was roughly 50 people to whom we have recruited. Out of those 50, 10 were senior guys. So they were quite good. And I think it is not we, it is not I or Roop or Techno. This effort was put in by everyone, whosoever were associated with Roop and Techno. The name of that plant is Roop Techno,
Okay.
Private Limited. So Roop Techno Polymers Private Limited. So they have made couple plans, and we decided, okay, let's place like this and that. And finally we decided, okay, we can place like what we discussed among Turkish and Roop group. In 3 months' time, when we were doing, we were expecting our machines, we put our team on job. They did all electrification work. They installed generator. They installed all infrastructure which is required to run a plant.
Wonderful.
It is all sitting here only in Gurgaon, and other people were sitting at Turkey.
And as a owner, how many times did you physically visited the plant?
Honestly speaking, I didn't visit even once. No one from our facility visited that Goa even once, till
Wonderful.
of machines, till run of initial trial run.
So this is my message. I want to tell a message through you that to all the manufacturers and the family-run promoter business owner, that please make your business from busy to easy. Because in technology, if you can use this, if a manufacturers like Roop Polymer, Roop Techno Polymer Private Limited can use this, then why not you take an inspiration? And sir, I would like to know a little bit more about the overall organization of this many thousands of people. How are you managing?
Yeah. Anyways, I'll take half a minute more for this. Our opening or trial run was started through Zoom only. Wow. We all were present, and they did that trial, and trial was successful. And it was really a very, very great opportunity and work did by entire team sitting there. And Turkish guys have appreciated that it was probably not possible across the world anywhere, which you people did. And yes, now about your second question. Sitting here and managing everything is very easy. It is possible. First, you have to believe on your people. You should give responsibility with authority, not only responsibility.
Understood.
What people do, normally they give responsibility. Aapne ye karna hai, aapne wo karna hai, aapne wo karna hai, but where is the authority? If you don't give authority, how they will do that? So we believe in our people and we give them responsibility along with authority, and they are comfortably managing all the plants. You know, from last 18 months, nobody has visited any of our facility. And every unit is doing great work, good work, because they know we believe on them and they believe on us.
Great.
One thing I would like to tell you, I called all the plant heads when first wave came. I discussed with them. I said, tell me how to run this show. Because of pandemic, we don't know how many months or year we have to run like this. So what is your take on this? How you can support as plant head? They themselves said, sir, you can decide whatever you want, but from our side, we can offer 30% salary. You can reduce 30% salary without even asking us. If you want to reduce more, that is okay. But after seeing there such a great gesture, we haven't reduced 30%. It was roughly 18% overall reduction.
Wonderful.
Which we again pay back after, you know, when situation came back in normal. So we pay back that money to them. And now there is no reduction and nothing. And we have honestly given reasonably good, you know, increment also this year.
Perfect.
Which is the tune of 10 to 20%.
This shows the resilience and the bounce back effect. In the pandemic, you diversified into the very right sector, which is the household goods, consumer goods, or white goods, we call it white goods. So like, you know, what all companies you feel that, you know, are going to be your, you know, buyers in India, because Indian market is very promising. Consumption levels are rising. Of course, the economy, worldwide economies have gone down, but the bounce back in India is supported by the youth, the generation Z. We have 500 million people who are in the age bracket of 5 to 24. That means we have 20 years of consumption story ahead of us. So how do you see, you know, which all areas, which all companies you feel that should focus on India rather than any other geography?
We all learned great things during pandemic. Work from home was absolutely a new culture, new normal for we all, which has contributed and which has supported we all in a nice way. And we have also accepted the same. Of course, production area is not possible to adopt this work from home culture, but yes, people who are associated in non-productive area, non-productive area like marketing and you know, accounts and all other area, they have started working from home only. And it was really a great learning for we all. Now we understood that it is not necessary that we should every time go and sit on their head and request them for work. No, we can, you know, sit at our place and get it done without any problem. And people can also take care of their work sitting at their home. That way, productivity is much better, much, you know, good as compared to when people physically come to the facility.
So all the travel
IT
time,
industries.
all the travel time, meeting time, eating time, chatting time, probably might have reduced.
Absolutely, we saved all those things, you know. Traveling is a big hassle. which we have saved in a big way. No need to go unnecessarily from one place to another place. Even meeting customer was possible through Zoom only or through any other, virtual platform. It was really a good learning for we all. Earlier, when we were meeting customers, we have to go to meet them. We have to travel from one area to another, wait for them to call. And then after 15, 20 days meeting, then again came back. That is again a travel time. So we, come out of all those wastages. Now
Actually,
people,
I
especially
just want
I
to
tell you, in IT
Yeah.
industry, you can see
Yes.
people, they have established their, offices in their houses.
Yes, they
And
have
they have saved a lot.
lot
No
of money in
rental.
the commercial rentals. They have saved a lot of
Yes.
money.
No rental, no transport, no
Yes.
canteen,
Yes.
no power cost,
Yes.
no running cost. So lot of saving they understood. Now it is a new normal, which
Yes.
why we couldn't understand before. So
Absolutely.
I
It is
really
like a
appreciate
completely
that we have learned a lot.
So, sir, as of now, like we did a small dipstick study of a metro that how many senior people's time get completely wasted in airports, aircrafts, cars in traffic, and they are all senior, highly paid, highly accomplished people doing nothing during those time. Now, all that time is either invested on their business, on themselves, on their families. So that is the productive utilization of the highly accomplished resource of the country.
Oh,
So
yes.
the country is benefiting out of it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I fully agree with you. Though maybe a couple of customers are also listening my,
Conversation, right?
words. But even then, I will tell you, during pandemic, our profit has increased.
Right.
Though our sales dropped in 1920, 2021, but our profits gone up because we have saved a lot in all those areas where actually we were wasting money, we were wasting resources.
Absolutely right.
So that is a great learning for we all.
Sir,
Regarding
regarding this, profit and productivity, and then now comes the emotional stability. So there is another side of it. And now I will ask you a different question, which is more of a HR and people management. So people from the old school, they still believe that this should get over and people should be back to normal. I know it may not happen. The hybrid system may operate. The number of working days reporting to office may reduce. It may not be 6 day a work a week. It can be a 3 days a week from office and 4 days from home, something like that. So when you see the emotional stability part and as a long run, how do you see that? What kind of qualities an employee at any level? I'm not saying that an employee at a shop floor, a blue collar or a white collar or a CXO level. What are the three things you look at into a person to be able to cope up with the new normal, to cope up with the new challenges on cost, new challenges on technology adoption and process automation? So what, as a human, what three qualities you see when you hire a person?
first of all, I would like to tell you, as I earlier also I told, we learned a lot. But quality-wise, three qualities as you asked, yes, fear factor is there. We have to come out of that fear factor. We have to live with it like we are living with malaria, we are living with dengue, we are living with typhoid and other disease. We have to live with it, but we should be very, very careful while, adopting all these things. SOPs should be properly maintained, monitored. We should take care of our, mask, social distancing, and all those factors which our doctors and government is, reminding us on regular basis. We should take care of all those things. If we will seriously take care of all those things, then I personally feel that we can hold this issue, or we can come out of this issue probably easily. And other what you sorry, I don't remember
No,
other
I
questions.
wanted to know that when you hire a person, at a senior level or at a some responsible functional head level, what kind of qualities in that person? Of course, the HR will follow the processes, but in when it comes to you for a final decision, so what are these intrinsic quality you will see in that person?
One very blunt answer is, I personally, whenever I interview anyone, I always see whether this guy is more qualified than me or no.
Right.
For senior position, we always prefer that people who are more knowledgeable than us, who are more qualified than us, who know more than us, can contribute something and can, give something to
Add value on
organization.
the table. Yeah. Perfect.
Absolutely, they can add value. Otherwise, if we will hire people who are underqualified,
Yes, man.
they cannot. No, we don't. I really don't believe in yes man.
Right.
I always appreciate those guys who have guts to say on my face, sir, I don't like this thing. I want to do this, but I am not getting support. I
Right.
really appreciate those guys.
Wonderful.
So yes man is in politics, they can gel easily.
Right.
But in private organizations, I think this is my feel that in private organization, no good entrepreneur want that they should have yes men in their organization.
Wonderful. I think this is really a great message to the family-run organization where generally the inner circles, people keep comfort zones. So I think as a professionally run organization like Roop Group and Roop Polymers, we learned that people should be hired for their capabilities, not for the other thing, any other things. So when now the third question, which is basically a more on a community, giving back to community. As a wealth creator, as an opportunity creator, you have done a great job, starting from a 7-person organization to a 7,000 odd people group as a Roop Group. Now, how do you see is important for any organization like you to give back to the community, and what are the formats you generally follow?
Sorry.
Sorry.